Prithviraj, tell me, of course, everyone's talking about your looks, but what was your daughter's reaction to seeing the trailer or the look that when she saw it?
The trailer? She associates the whole film with my beard. Because I used to be sporting a really long beard for the longest time, and she thought it was very cool. So she keeps associating Aadujeevitham with the time that I had the beard. I don't know if there is a film I'd want her to see, and I've made this remark before, and people have taken it out of context. When I said that I have not shown my films to my daughter, I've had to field questions where people have asked me, then how do you come out and say that others should go to theatres with family and watch the film? The difference being that when my daughter watches a film of mine, she's only 9, she will keep seeing her father on screen. She will not see an actor, unlike your children who will see Prithviraj the actor. So it's a different contextual scenario where a 9-year-old child will have to go and see her father on screen doing things that she never sees him doing otherwise. So for that reason, I have not shown her any of my films, but this is one film when at some point I will proudly show her. And if at one point my daughter turns around and asks me, were you an actor? What does being an actor mean? I think the first film I'll show her is Aadujeevitham.
Also, because it's a survival drama, tell me 3 things that you cannot survive without.
My daughter, my wife, and cinema.
There's also a lot of talks about Bade Miyan, Chote Miyan. Anything you want to say, because that also has a very different look and a personality for you.
I'll meet you in Bombay and we will speak in detail.
Great. Also, I wanted to speak to Jimmy and of course Talib, and of course tell me, how was it to actually work in an Indian film, and did you guys know how big Prithviraj and A.R. Rahman are?
Well, it was my first experience with an Indian production, and of course before I came here I did a lot of research as well, as far as who was the director really, who was the actor, and who else was coming on board. I knew of A.R. Rahman because I live in Los Angeles, so I was in LA when Slumdog Millionaire won, so I know all about that. But I was baffled by the casting crew when I got to Algeria for the first time. I mean, I lay in the desert and it was just full of people, and I think here you probably have 3 people for the job of 1 in some of the early production that I know of. So that was a big difference for me. But besides that, I mean, the level of professionalism was up there. Blessy, the director, he's such a perfectionist. Everything has to be just on the dot, and that was very interesting to witness. And he got all the necessary tools and people to get to what he wanted to do, and it's such a impactful and deep story that I think it needed that. And as far as the collaboration with some of the other actors, including Raj here, with whom I probably spent every day doing all kind of things, going through the desert, having to carry him. He killed me because he's not a small dude. and at times I just had to carry him on my back and walk and run. So that was quite painful, but very enjoyable at the end. So looking forward to see the movie on the big screen.
Jimmyjean, the character of Ibrahim Khadhiri has some kind of a godly presence when it comes to the life of Najib. And the dialogue, whatever happens, we have to keep walking as a kind of...
Hi, Jimmyjean. Ibrahim Khadhiri's role in the life of Najib has kind of a godly presence. When we look at his entrance to his life and the exit, it has some kind of precious effect. So, how do you see Ibrahim Khadhiri in your eyes, and what was the biggest struggle entering into the life of Ibrahim?
Well, at first it was understanding the character that I was playing, number 1, so which was well understood. And after I met Blessing, it became even clearer. So, I mean, I looked at him as a spirit, a spirit with a human body that is here for the good. So it's like, how do I embody that? You know, how can I portray that kind of character where I'm only here for one specific mission and make it as clear, as simple, and as truthful as possible. That's what I tried to do. Hopefully I was successful at it, but that's how I saw the character, that's how I read it, and that's how I think I've played it.
Rahman sir, Aadujeevitham പുസ്തകം അല്ലെങ്കിൽ